JC Motors with the Club 3 neck brace from Leatt. At JC Motors, you can ride with confidence and shop with confidence, knowing that we offer no-hassle returns, life returns, and even a damage replacement offer. Go to jcmotors.com to get all the details, and you'll find out why over 280,000 riders like yourself get their parts and gear from us today. We've got Phil from Factory Leatt to tell you about the Club 3 neck brace.
Hi, my name is Phil Davey. I'm the General Manager for Leatt USA. And I'm here to show you what is the most popular neck brace in the world right now. It's the Club. This is the 3 version. It's the newest one that just came out a couple months ago. And I'll show you about this brace right now. Number one thing that you need to know about this, all neck braces work the same way. They work off something that's called alternative load path, which means that by putting this on, you take the load off of your neck in a bad crash and it puts it somewhere else in your body that's less likely to get injured than your neck and a lot easier to recover from than a neck injury. Neck injuries come in many different types. They come from a strained muscle all the way to something that can produce death. There's only 2 pieces of protective equipment that you can buy to help protect you from death, and that is a helmet and a neck brace. So please consider this. Show you a couple things about this. First thing I want to do is bring Joe in here, and we're going to put this on him right now so you can see how it fits. There's 2 openings, one on each side, that isn't just for right and left-handed riders, that also allows EMTs at the track, in case you're knocked out, to be able to remove the brace from an injured rider without having to roll them over. No matter which way he's laying on the ground, you can get to one of those 2 openings. When you put the brace on, what you're looking for is a fit that allows the brace to ride up and down on its own. You want it to do that because when you put the helmet on, it still holds it in place. That means that it's not going to ride up when it gets hot. One of the other things that you do here too is we have this collarbone cutout. And right here, I can fit 2 fingers in between Joe's collarbone and the bottom of the brace. 2 fingers. That's over an inch. This brace does not get close to your collarbone. So it's not going to be something that's going to break your collarbone. Another thing too, on the front of the brace right here, another safety feature that's built into it is this front plate right here is not only flexible, it also has points in there that are designed specifically to break in case there's a huge impact in the front and to keep it from putting too much pressure on the sternum. Another feature that's on here too is the thoracic strut that hangs down here in the back. This strut is designed to break away with 60 pounds of pressure. That's a lot less pressure than it would take to have it press into his back and injure his back. Also, if his head is coming back and slamming into the back of this right here, what's going to happen is the vast majority of the impact is all across these shoulder muscles right there because the round part of the brace back there. It's not just on the strut. So Joe, why don't you go ahead and put the helmet on right now and we'll show you what it's like to wear it and to ride in it. Now, some people in the dealership, they put on something like this and they say, oh, you know what, it's really close and it's not quite right for me. I don't know if I can wear it while I'm riding. But Joe, get in the riding position. When you're in the riding position, suddenly you see there's a huge gap right there. You can move your head around. You can see where you're going. It's not something that's going to infringe on your ability to move your head around and do everything that you need to do while you're on a motorcycle. One last thing about this brace here, and one of the differences that you'll notice in Leatt braces and then the fly braces from Leatt is how many adjustments there are on there. Joe, turn sideways for just a second here. The number one adjustment that a brace like this has is the sizing pins. Now, they come in 4 different lengths. They come in the box when you buy the product. And they go right in this area right here. He has the 10 millimeter one in there right now, but there's also a 0, a 20, and a 30 millimeter one. That allows it to go and grow quite a bit. So the size small of this brace fits riders from about 50 pounds up to about 150 pounds. I weigh 160 pounds. I can almost fit in the size small. The size medium fits riders from about 120 pounds up to about 270 pounds. This one is adjusted right exactly the way it came out of the box, and it fits somebody like Joe just fine. So those pieces come in it. There's another adjustment on there also. There's this wedge. By putting this wedge in the back there, in between the carbon strut and this plastic thoracic strut down there, it allows you to change the angle of it right here. You see, this fits Joe correctly right now, but you can imagine a skinnier rider, it needs to come in a little bit. So that's what the wedge is for. There's another adjustment that's up here. This is called the strut box, and there's shims in there. And you can put that carbon strut on the inside of both shims, in between them, or on the outside of them. And that allows you a fine adjustment that's 3 millimeters each way. Major adjustment right here, 10 millimeters each way. Fine adjustment right here, 3 millimeters each way. Then you have the wedge. The last two adjustments that's available on this product is, Joe, turn this way. Those two bolts right there, by loosening them, that allows you to raise and lower this rear table right here. Why is that important? Joe, lean your head back. Okay, for him, this is in a good position right there. But you can imagine a rider with a longer neck, his head might come all the way back to the point where he could receive an injury before he comes into contact with this. On a rider with a longer neck, you'd want to raise this up a little bit. So this is adaptable to many, many, many different people. And that's exactly what you want, is to have it fit as many people as possible. And then in the front, there's one last adjustment. The fifth adjustment in this product is you can do the same thing with the front table. Down here, there's two bolts. You can raise and lower this piece right there to fit the individual rider exactly the way that he needs it done. So again, this is the Club 3. This is the newest version of the most popular neck brace available. Thank you.
Phil, what does this brace retail for?
This one is $399.
Wonderful. We welcome all your questions. Call us at 800-706-9476 or go to jcmotors.com, get live support, and you'll find out why JC Motors is where riders get healed.